It's time to make it. Just give it a try. 'Cause you can make it like the old fat guy.
Thanks for joining this episode of You Can Make It. I'm David Farrell. Today I want to make something Canadian, a Canadian treat called butter tarts. And I love butter tarts. They're a brown sugar and butter filled tart that's ooey and gooey and oh so good. And the best part is they're also super easy to make. So let me show you how to make butter tarts. We're going to start off by putting an egg in a bowl. Just get that bowl up there and crack an egg into it. And then we just want to beat it a little bit with a fork, just to get it broken up. And then to the egg, we're going to add 250 milliliters or 1 cup of brown sugar. And we're also going to add 75 milliliters or 1/3 cup of melted butter. The next ingredient that we're going to add, 125 milliliters of raisins. Now this can be a little controversial. Some people say you should never have raisins in a butter tart. Others people say you have to have raisins in a butter tart. Well, a higher powers told me that we like raisins in our butter tarts, so we're putting raisins in. So there we go, 1/2 cup or 125 milliliters of raisins. And then this is my own secret ingredient. You won't find this in most butter tart recipes, but I find it really smartens it up. Is 25 milliliters or 2 tablespoons of dark rum. Just gives it a little flavor. It doesn't really make it taste rummy, but it makes it very nice. And the last ingredient is 5 milliliters or 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Precisely. And then you just want to stir those together. And there's the filling for your butter tarts. Now, I'm just going to wipe my counter down here because I got a little bit of egg on it. You can make your own pastry, or you can do what I've done here, which is just go to the store and buy frozen pastry shells. What you're trying to do is get the right size that you like. You can make them in big ones, in muffin tins if you want, but you'll get fewer tarts. The standard tart shell you buy in the store, you should get about 12, maybe 15 if you're a little over the top. Now what you want to do is you want to fill these tarts about 2/3 full because the filling will swell up in cooking. Now I also should point out, by the way, I've got my oven preheated to 450 degrees because that's what we're going to start cooking them at. Okay, so just spoon in the filling into each butter tart. Remember, only 2/3 full. Okay, here's our last couple of butter tarts that we're going to fill up. And there we go. We have 12 butter tarts. I'm going to put these tarts in the 450 degree oven for 8 minutes. Then I'm going to reduce the temperature to 350 degrees and cook them for 15 to 20 minutes longer, just until they're set and the crust around the edge is nicely browned. So I put the butter tarts in the oven at 450 degrees for 8 minutes, and it took about 16 minutes for me to get a nice brown around the crust like you see here. The centers are nicely set. Whatever you do, do not eat them right away. That filling is like lava. When it comes out of the oven, it'll burn your lips badly. So these have sat for about 15 minutes just to make them a little safer to bite into, but it's the perfect time for my favorite part, trying one. So let's take one of the tarts, just pop it out of the container and give it a bite. that is a wonderful treat. You've got the caramely butterscotch flavor of the butter and the brown sugar. You don't really taste a lot of rum, but it gives it more complexity and a good taste. The raisins give some nice sweet. This is a fantastic tart, and of course, the best part always is you can make it.
I have a good woman, I ain't good looking, but I do some cooking, I'm the old fat guy. So use that oven if you want some lovin', be like the old fat guy. Be like the old fat guy.